Hi folks, it's Zoe here with EDGEy Conversations again. I am so excited to welcome our guest today is Yoonjun Shin from Korean Rainbow United, where she is a member, and she's here today to share with us about all of the exciting work that's happening over in their community of faith. So I will turn it over to her now to tell us all about Korean Rainbow United and the great work that's happening there.
Hi folks, it's really nice to meet you. Not in person, but Zoom's great tool to reach out to people. So let me introduce myself. Okay. Now I am living in Teesdale, Saskatchewan with my partner Hoen and our child Jay. I am also a member of Korean Rainbow United, as Zoe introduced me, which is a network of United Church of Canada for Korean queer Christians and allies, largely in North America and South Korea. We hope to reach queer Christians and their activism in both cultures and languages.
Amazing. So much. So can you tell us more about the projects that are happening at Korean Rainbow United, or what kind of work is going on? Because I know it sounds like there's a lot happening.
Yeah. I first want to talk about how this music video Birdsong started. The Birdsong music video was made as a part of Korean Rainbow United's participation in Rainbow Jesus prayer vigil. The prayer vigil is an act of solidarity and commemoration for victims of discrimination and hatred. It is held every April on the death anniversary of queer Christian teen activist, poet, and critic Hyun Suk Yoon. He is more renowned as Yugudang, which is his pseudonym. It was our second year to participate in the prayer vigil. COVID made it possible in the distance. Last year, we sent 2 videos. One was a prayer video titled Prayers for More Rainbows, and Michael Blair and Cindy Bourgeois and Hannah Park prayed for us. The other video was a virtual choir, and we sang We Are a Rainbow by EDGEy. And this year, we translated 12 poems of Yugudang into English and shared them on social media. For the prayer vigil, we produced this Birdsong video with our virtual choir singing. I took the job of the song composer and video creator and commentator. And it all started from an idea that I might be able to make a song with one of Yugudang's poems. And I encountered Birdsong in his ebook, and the poem reminded me of a Korean traditional folk song called Bird Bird. It goes like "Seya, seya." So I thought it could be a start. So I wrote this bird song with a motif in the traditional folk music, and Korean Rainbow United members liked it. So we decided to sing together. While I was waiting for the individual recordings of our virtual choir, I wanted to make the imagery of whitebird and magnolia flower alive so it could go with the music. So I looked up some pictures and tried some drawing and put them together in the video. And wrote a short commentary about Yugudang, so people who never heard of him or his poem can imagine what we were doing. Yep.
Wow. This is so exciting. The next question we kind of always ask folks is, what's been unexpected or when you started working on some of these projects?
This Yugudang prayer vigil is one of our projects, but we have other projects like translation. We wanted to share some of the know-hows that United Church of Canada has to the people who are doing queer movement in South Korea. So we thought Open Hearts could be a good start to share our ministerial materials. So we started translating part 2, and we'll do part 1 and 3. And then we thought probably we could share this with the congregations, Korean congregations in the United Church of Canada. So we'll do that too. So like that expansion of the ministry or the unexpected parts.
Yeah.
Also, after we started Korean Rainbow United, we also joined Rainbow Jesus in South Korea, and we got to know some other people, and one of the members of Rainbow Jesus was living in Boston, and he planned to go back to Korea at that time and needed to hand over his ministry to some people because he will not be in Boston anymore, and the time zone, the gap is too different. So he met one of our members, Heron Park, and she introduced this idea that we might be doing this online church with the members who are in Boston and other places in the United States of America. So we took it. And after that, we've been doing online worship service monthly, and also we're making videos for the queer Christians diaspora. And first we uploaded videos of sermons or any other messages that we think we can any other videos that could support queer movement or queer people every week, and then every other week these days. So the most recent video has uploaded last Saturday, was our 16th video, and the title is Easter Out of the Closet. So and I edited that video, and it was just a wonderful queer preaching. I loved her sermon. It was preached by Reverend Sunny Sun Young Kim. She's one of our members. So that kind of that extension of our ministry is one of the most unexpected and pleasing thing that we are seeing.
Wow. It sounds like it's just grown so much from where it started, or what the kind of initial idea or plan was. And I'm just like excited to hear that like there's this connection in Boston and in the US, there's this connection all across Canada, and then of course connections in South Korea too. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Is it like what's been surprising for you? Or what's been the most exciting part of what's happened through all of this work?
Um, when we started uploading videos, we didn't expect to have that wide audiences would feel that they can relate themselves to the message. We provide the videos in both languages, Korean and English. So if the speaker is speaking in Korean, there will be English subtitles, vice versa. So yeah, also I am I think the videos benefit to me as well, because I learn lots and it's really moving. So and also it opened opportunities to connect with other people in Canada and Korea and the US and in the world. When I was working on the birdsong video, there's this activist and musician who can do arrangement and mastering the sound, and she very voluntarily took part in the video. So it turned out to be beautiful. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. I love this, and that there are folks who are like wanting to be a part of this and wanting to volunteer and participate in such a beautiful thing is amazing. One question we always ask folks is, how is this part of the story of faith within your community?
Well, we've planned some projects, but the most active part of our ministry, I think, is video making so far. And when I think of what Jesus did in his time, that's mostly interpreting the Old Testament to the language and the message of his time, so people can see and think differently from another perspective. And I think what we are doing is using this new media, and through this media we try to support queer people with this new perspective that the Bible could convey, but probably people miss the message when they literally just read the verses. So that reinterpretation work and that contemporary approach is the key that we are contributing in building this community of faith, I think.
Yeah, and I think that's so valuable. I think there's lots of young people, lots of queer folks who want to be part of communities of faith, who want to go to church, but they don't know how to interpret old text, or they don't know how to relate to biblical texts. And so the fact that you folks are supporting this work and making it accessible and relevant for queer folks and their lives and what they're experiencing is like beyond needed. So it's incredible that that's the work that you're doing. Wow. what are you hopeful about for the future of all of these projects and for your ministry?
Well, as you mentioned, we expect more young people to be involved. I think the youngest person who's been appearing in the videos of our
Mhm.
of our in our group is our child Jay.
Wow.
she's she's 21 months old, and if you watch our virtual choir video, you might see her appearance there. And I really hope to see more people in the younger generation. It, I think, is really important that, you know, representation matters.
Yeah.
And if they can see themselves talking in the video with what they believe, will be really powerful.
Mhm.
So um, this is not what I originally thought, but yeah, I really mm, I think to stand up as an ally is as important as standing up as a queer person themselves. We all are part of this big community in this society, and have a variety of representations. Having a variety of representations could help people relate themselves to our movement. So I think we need more allies.
Oh my gosh, you'll make me cry first thing on a Monday morning. It's so true though, everything you've said. Like that really resonates for me as someone who is queer. But yeah, it's so important for allies to be willing and brave enough to stand up, like you said. And I think, you've said it best, representation matters. It's important to be able to see people who look like us, people who have the same life experience as us reflected in all the things that we're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm like, you're gonna make me cry. It's first on a Monday morning. Because I think this is living out faith in such an authentic, contemporary and loving way. It's so, so beautiful.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Is there anything else that you want to share with us or anything else that you want to tell us?
Well, your your questions were almost like covering everything and so well made. So I don't want to add anything. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then my last sort of question, I suppose, where can folks go to either watch the services or see the song and video? Where would they find all of that information?
Well, you can just Google Korean Rainbow United, then you'll see the YouTube channel and our webpage and etc. So it won't be hard to find.
Amazing. Well, thank you so, so much for all of your time and sharing your story today with us, Yunju. I'll leave a link to Korean Rainbow United's YouTube page down below. But thank you so much. This has been such a joyful way to spend a Monday and to hear about the phenomenal work that's happening in your ministry and in your community and across the world, it sounds like. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me and me have this opportunity to share our projects.
Awesome.